Hello, my name is Ozzie. This is Metroid Prime Part 5, and we are in the Magmoor Caverns, where we'll be meeting a few new enemies. And I'm on my way to the Phendrana Drifts, I believe they're called, which is the icy area, and that's where the next upgrade is. So this little critter, he can only be killed with missiles, I believe. I shot a missile at the door there, because I thought I had a lock on it. It didn't, and then the missile bounced off and hit the enemy, which I thought was really cool. I'd never seen that happen before. But these guys, you just shoot them with a missile. It doesn't have to be from behind. It can just be from wherever. These little flamethrowers shoot out on the platforms. They can knock you into the lava, which really hurts, so you want to avoid that. These small burrowing creatures can only be hurt as they jump out of the ground to attack you. For the most part, it's a lot easier just to ignore them, because they can be annoying, but when it's just a single one, it's pretty simple. So this is the start of the Magmoor Caverns proper, I guess. It's not really a main room or hub of any sort, it's just sort of the first big room. So you get a nice little cutscene there. And we've got this sort of lava worm creature, just breathes fire at you. Very easy to avoid if you've got space to move back, and very annoying to deal with if you're caught in a tight area with it. These little puffer ball things, they die with a single shot, but they leave this sort of poison gas clouds that you want to wait to dissipate. It'll hurt you if you go anywhere near it. And if you shoot them while you're close to them, the explosion will also hurt you. I kept jumping on that platform because it does sink. These floating platforms usually sink as you stand on them, so I just kept jumping so that it kept rising back up. So I'm just making my way through this chamber. This is a little wall that can be bombed, that's how you progress forward. This room, you need to roll under a grate. Those creatures down there, they will sort of attack you while you're in a mothball state and just deal a bunch of damage and spit you back at the start, which is annoying. But if you drop a bomb in front of them, they'll grab that as well. Basically, they'll have anything small around, and the bomb just explodes and kills them if they grab that. Now, this room, I'm going to take a bit of a detour to get a missile expansion pack. There's an area in the floor you can jump down and get under the grate in the floor, and just another area with those creatures that grab you. There are two ways of getting to the other side, the quick way and the long way. If you go sort of down the way I am, this is the quick way. If you go the other direction, it just loops around the whole room, and that is most certainly the long way of doing it. But you're aiming for that pipe on the top there. After grabbing this missile expansion, I'm just going to backtrack to the previous room and get back up above the floor and jump across some platforms to the other exit. In this room there's a bunch of the little buffer things. You want to deal with them first because they'll just explode and hurt you as you try and jump across these platforms. They're very easy jumps, but somehow I still managed to mess it up, and as you just saw, lava does hurt. Not as much as I thought though, so it's not the end of the world if you fall in. So on this structure are a bunch of the missile turrets, which you saw at the very beginning of the game. They take a bit more to kill now. I think the ones at the start were like damaged or something, because they only took a single missile to kill. These ones take 2 missiles or a missile charge beam. Now this room has 2 exits you can take at this point, and there's a right one and a wrong one, and it doesn't matter how many times I played this game, I always take the wrong exit. So the direction I'm going in now is actually the wrong way. And you can see me, I'm completely hesitating here because I'm thinking to myself, oh my god, is this the right way or the wrong way? I always get it wrong. And sure enough, I get it wrong again. I swear to god, the game just changes the layout of the world whenever I play, because it doesn't matter which way I go, it's always the wrong one. So I'm going to jump through this room. There's nothing too much really worth mentioning about these rooms. They've got enemies that you've already seen. There is a missile expansion pack in this room, which I leave for now, because whether you're going this way when you're meant to, or you're going this way now, you come back regardless, and it's easier to get the missile expansion pack on the way back, coming the other way. This room just has one of the lava worms, and this is one of the times where you are in a confined area, so his attack is harder to avoid. If you manage to hit him with a charge shot or a missile, though, it does interrupt his attack. Other than that, you've just got a little path that you can roll around and takes you to the other side of the room. It's at this point I realise I've gone the wrong way, because I scan this and it tells me it takes me to the Talon overworld, and that's not where I want to go. Like I said at the start of the episode, I want to go to the Phendrana Drifts. So this is the time I'm going to get the missile expansion pack, but even for this expansion pack, it is not worth this detour at this stage. So really, you're better off just not coming this way at all until you're actually supposed to come this way. So now I'm coming back up to the big room at the multiple exits. I'm just going to take care of the missile turrets again. From this exit though, they do see you as you enter the room, so it's a bit more annoying. Having two of them shoot at you at once, even with the door providing ample cover, they're a bit annoying to deal with, unless you just use missiles. Honestly, you should probably just fire off 2 missiles at each one, like I did in the second one there, because trying to keep with the charge beam while dodging in and out is a bit of a pain in the nuts. Now in this room, there is an energy tank that you can get. It requires you to do 3 tricky North Ball jumps consecutively. This first one you don't want to mess up, or you're going to land straight in the lava that was underneath me. But these other 2, if you mess up, you basically just have to roll back to the start and try again. That second jump, you can see I only just made it, so the timing on those bombs is pretty important. Like if you're off by just a little bit, you'll either not get enough height, or the time will just be out. Yeah, it's a nightmare. But this lift now takes me up to the Phendrana Drifts, and this is where I want to head off to for my next upgrade. This room just has a few of these ice barriers. They're all cleared using charge shot. And then we enter the first main area of this region. So for a few more new enemies in this area, there are some birds flying around, which you can see in the scanning there. They sort of fly supersonic speed or whatever, and you can't lock onto them while they're doing that. So you can see I had I lost my lock the first time I was trying to scan them. You can deal with that later in the game with some new upgrades, but right now you pretty much just have to wait until they're not at supersonic speed. And those little icicle things, they can only be killed with missiles. But for now, I'm going to end the episode. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.